Hey all, here at OS Reviews. So Xiaomi's Amazfit Bip Smartwatch was a runaway success both in terms of sales as well as being one of the best budget smartwatches under $100 that you can find right now for its month-long battery life, e-paper display, GPS, heart rate monitor, all these features that work exceptionally well that we've covered extensively in reviews and comparisons over the past few months. Well, now Amazfit and Xiaomi have designed some official smart bands and strap accessories for the watch that they've sent over and we'll be taking a closer look at in this particular video. They will retail for about $10 a pop, some slightly less, some maybe slightly more depending on the version that you choose. Quick jump cut, and I've removed all of the plastic wraps covering the individual boxes, and we can see that these have fairly complex and attractive looking designs. They really are customized. We have a rainbow one and a few other kind of doodles and sketches, as opposed to being only single color, although those can also be found in the future, I believe. So it replaces a more kind of traditional looking rubber strap on mine, which is actually showing fair signs of wear and tear, as I've been using this as my daily driver as far as watches are concerned over the past 4 months, and you can see the rubber is starting to show some wear. Simply slide this little pin upwards and I can then pop out the entire thing, and I have just the watch, which I can then customize with just one of these other bands that I have in front of us. Taking a look at the individual boxes here, again, pretty simple. A lot of the printing is still in Chinese, since, again, the Bip as well as the company, Xiaomi, Amazfit, were based predominantly in China, and that's their main demographic. You can get it exported. You can also find it in Amazon. That's where Amazfit and Xiaomi are setting up an official channel now for customers to pick it up, so that's pretty exciting. So to open it up, there's just a simple pull tab on the front here that says Amazfit. Here it just flips open, and I can have these two little doors that I can also open up like this and pull on the entire center here to reveal the watch band accessory. Presentation has always been one of Xiaomi as well as their subsidiary companies' strengths, and this is no exception. It's presented very well. First impressions, the rubber material seems a little bit more stiff than on the original, which could be a good thing since this one, again, was quite elastic and, again, shows wear and tear pretty easily, but it has the exact same length and size as you can see here overall in terms of dimensions. So the fit will be exactly the same, it's just slightly more stiff as far as the plastic is concerned, whereas this one is very malleable. This one has a bit more resistancy. And here's what the first replacement band looks like after you've attached it, and here's the color again of the band if I observe it a little bit more closely. And now same process, let's check out the next band, which is the red one, which I think personally I'm a slightly bigger fan of than the rainbow colored version. I think it looks a little bit more elegant, but you can see it has, again, a very similar design as well as construction once more. Snaps into place very easily, and again definitely changes the overall look and vibe of the watch, makes it a lot more playful. And a very quick demonstration of what it looks like as I have it on my wrist. Again, pretty comfortable as far as the overall wearing experience is concerned. And I'm also just going to unbox the last one here as well, since, again, pretty much the same thing as we've seen already. Just a different type of design going on the outside. This one is the most subtle in terms of the color. One thing you'll notice is that these bands are still keeping in line with the fun, youthful feel of the Amazfit Bip, which is always meant as a more budget-conscious, everyday type of watch, as opposed to something that's a bit more luxurious or expensive, which is the Amazfit Pace series. As a result, all of the bands, as far as the straps are concerned, are still going to be made out of plastic, the same material as on the original, instead of being made out of metal. If you do want a more premium, let's say stainless steel, leather, or professional look, which wasn't really the first design of the Bip, you probably have to look at third-party sellers to obtain that. Now, I want to quickly mention that Xiaomi/Amazfit also do sell a version of the Bip that has color sides on the plastic already. So for instance, this is just the black version, which is the most common one, but some of them are accented already orange or blue. And although that looks pretty funky, it may be slightly more difficult to just attach any of these bands and get it still looking, quite as fresh or cohesive. So that's one of the benefits of picking up the, original version of the black, is that it matches a little bit more easily with some of these other future bands and accessories down the road. Overall, I like the assortment that I'm seeing thus far, and of course there are quite a few other options that will be rolled out soon, and again, it makes it easier for you to customize the Amazfit Bip. It's also a great way to help keep your Amazfit Bip new and fresh looking. You can check out more details about these in the description below, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. This has been just our first look, hands-on review of some additional Amazfit Bip bands from Xiaomi and Amazfit directly.